I'm
Yet.
sorry.
Okay. All right, now we're recording. Okay, go ahead. How about Lori?
I met Sherry through mutual friends. And I guess we've been friends for how long, Sherry?
Oh,
10
15
years?
years, I would think.
10,
Yeah.
15 years, yeah. I am
Camping.
56 and I probably would like, I don't know, more energy, maybe a little I'm going through menopause, so you get that weight gain in your belly, kind of,
Hmm.
Yep.
I feel you there. Absolutely. All right, Wendy.
Well, let's see. I've known Brenda and Sherry for probably, I don't know, 50 years or so. So we went to high school together, grew up together, and yeah, I'm a physical therapist and I haven't been working for the last couple of years. And I'm actually kind of in a transition. Like I've been helping my daughter who's in a wheelchair and
Mhm.
so I'm her Uber right now in life. And so I've had a lot of stress in the last couple of years. So my passion is natural health. And so I went back to school for functional medicine. I'm like halfway through that. And
Awesome.
um, but that middle weight gain thing. And so I'm really active and always doing stuff, but it's just hard to get that business off.
I know the older you get, the more the pits it is, right? Ugh. Yep, I hear ya. All right. And then is that Brenda, or that is Brenda? You figured it out.
I
You're
did. Yeah,
you're
this is Brenda Mattson, not Brenda Danowski.
oh,
So
okay.
yeah, you probably
Your
haven't.
picture's this big.
Oh, you're
I'm
kidding.
like, there you go.
I,
Okay, now you're bigger. But before I was trying to
oh,
figure out who you were. Okay.
I I still haven't mastered this. It tells me that my platform is wrong and whatever. So I'll do my best just
You're
to
you're
hang
doing
in
great.
there. But
You're doing
anyway,
great.
okay.
Thanks. And then we got Ruth.
Yes, me. Sherry invited me to come to this. I have also known Sherry for 50 some years. We went from kindergarten on through school. Then I really haven't seen any of you in person anyway since graduation. But with that being said, I've yo-yo dieted my whole life. I've lost whole people and gained them back. And I was mostly looking online for natural um, things to help with pain. I have a lot of people in my family that are just suffering with different things. And then when I found Sherry actually was on a video and I listened to her and I was like, huh, this might be it. And so I talked to her and read a little bit about the company and signed up. And so here I am. And I
Awesome.
just got my products like 3 days ago. So
Yay. Yay.
yeah.
And you can't listen to too many of these. You can't. Like I think when I first joined, this was August of 23, I sat and listened to overview after overview after overview after overview just to learn as much as I could about as many things as I could. So these things are awesome, just to get more information. So I recommend going to as many overviews as you can. And sometimes you'll see me sending them out too. There'll be some on Tuesday nights that our Queen Bee Sonara does. She's our red diamond, which is pretty high up there. And she does overviews too. And sometimes you pick up little nuggets of information from different people. So that's really awesome. So welcome, guys. I'm going to spend some time talking, just give you a little overview of the company, and then I'm going to talk about my probably the top seven products right now. And there's a reason why I'm going to talk about these top seven. Um, and then after that, I'll talk a tiny bit about why you might want to order as an associate versus a customer, because there's a difference there. And some people are like, oh, I just want to buy, but then they don't really understand what it could mean if they ordered as an associate instead. So I'll just touch on that a little bit at the end. But here we go. I'm going to share, I have a PowerPoint and it's very I don't like PowerPointing people to death. I'm a teacher by trade and my students hate it. And I know everybody else kind of hates it too, but sometimes it's kind of nice to see a picture or two so you can kind of visualize what it is that I'm talking about, right? So let me find it here. There we go. All right. And I use Microsoft Teams in my full-time job, and it is so hard to switch to Zoom. All right. So Tranont is a company in the health and wellness space, and it stands for Changing Lives in French, actually. And the really cool thing about this company is everything that they have is CGMP certified, which is the highest certification you can hold by the FDA as far as being having a supplement company. The FDA does not certify supplements. So I think some people say, well, that's not FDA, no supplements are FDA certified. So that is important. We are all plant-based. We are gluten-free. We are gosh, like paraben free, soy free, a whole variety. We have a list of all the things that we're free from, and it's pretty impressive. I have three autoimmune diseases. I've got Hashimoto's disease, which is a thyroid illness. I have seronegative rheumatoid arthritis, and I have discoid lupus that affects my skin. So I have to be very careful with what it is that I put in my body. And I've always been on this big adventure to try to find the perfect supplements for my body that I can take that won't push my Hashimoto's into a tizzy. And if any of you guys have, there are no people that do, you can feel really good. And then all of a sudden you just feel like crap and your whole body hurts and you're tired for like a month. So it's really difficult thing to control. And a lot of us women are actually living with that. Majority of people with thyroid disease actually have Hashimoto's, which is the autoimmune version of having thyroid illness. So I was in my doctor's office a year and a half ago. It was like a year and a half. It was June of 23. And I was complaining of hair loss, joint pain, and the itchy, rashy skin that I have from having this discoid lupus, which is an autoimmune skin disorder. And she asked me if I was using collagen. And I said, I'm using this stuff from Costco. It's in the jug. I hate it. It's powder. It doesn't mix well. It's a pain in my butt. It doesn't do anything. She's like, you're right. I need you to take Glow Liquid Collagen because it's a high octane collagen that you will see make a huge difference in your skin, in your hair growth, and in your joints. And it really, really did. 2 months later, my friend Carissa reaches out to me. And at this point, I've got sprigs of hair coming back. I'm like, this is amazing. And she said she partnered with a company in the health and wellness space. And when she told me the name, I about peed my pants and fell off my chair that it was the exact same collagen that my doctor had me using. So therefore, I'm like, I'm all in. How many people? I didn't know there was like a associate plan for this. Like I could help so many people by telling them about this collagen. Holy crap. Like just super, super excited, jacked out of my mind. So that is what got me here. And I'm going to stop this PowerPoint in a little while and I'm going to go over the top 7 that I was mentioning and what they would do for people. And it's just going to blow your mind. But the neat thing about this company, and I'm going to go back to the slide that I have here, I squirrel a lot, is the 2024 health and wellness trends have been semaglutides, those weight loss injections. A lot of us on here have maybe tried them. I've been on a semaglutide as well. It gives you a headache, makes you not feel well, side effects. We don't know long-term side effects. Sustainable intermittent fasting. Have you ever tried intermittent fasting? It's hard. You're hungry, right? It works really well. It does great benefits to your health, but it's not easy. What if we had products to make that easier? Sleep recovery. People sleep like crap, especially this perimenopause thing. We wake up in a pile of sweat, right? I got answers for that. Hydration hacking is huge. Electrolytes, all those little electrolyte packets you see everywhere. CBD is becoming more mainstream, and our CBD is THC free. It is not psychoactive. It is amazing on how it causes your body to get into balance. And we have simple beauty solutions. There's only so much stuff this girl can put on her skin with discoid lupus. Everything we have is plant-based and natural and does not cause any excess irritation and makes my skin feel absolutely amazing. And the really cool thing is about 40 to 50% of people are looking for something natural in the health and wellness space that may change their lives in one of these capacities. And we have those answers here. So that is super exciting. So what everybody needs to know is that all of our products are based on raw whole foods, okay, plant-based. We have very diverse wellness packs to meet all needs. We've got 30 products, which I love. Do you ever go to one of those websites that somebody sends you to and there's like 75, 80, 100 things and you're just overwhelmed by the names of all these things and you just can't. I love the fact that our product line is small and super impactful. We have the CGMP certified and we're third party tested for heavy metals, leads, molds, and toxins. That's amazing. We have tens of thousands of, no more than that, 100,000 customer testimonials in a group called the Ripple Effect. Make sure that whoever invited you here today invites you to the Ripple Effect. And if we have time tonight, I will open it up. we will search some type of disorder and I will show you how that Facebook page works. It's great. And it's not run by Tranont. Okay, so I'm gonna just show you this slide really quick, and then I'm gonna turn off this PowerPoint for a second and show you. I got a couple demonstrations here that are pretty sweet. So this is me. This is my hair before on the left and after using this Glow Collagen. You can see I have this big bald spot. This is literally the only thing that I have found that has caused my hair to grow back, and I'll tell you why and how this works in a second. And down here is my continuous glucose monitor results. I'm going to come back to this slide to explain what this all means, because you probably like just a bunch of squiggly lines. So we'll get we'll get back to that. If anybody ever has any questions, like just seriously tell me to shut up and ask me a question, because I could just talk forever. Okay, so can you guys all see me? Am I on the big screen where you can kind of see everything? Okay, great. So the first thing that I want to talk about is this Glow Liquid Collagen that got rid of that big bald spot in the front of my head. And this is the most amazing thing ever. And I do have to show you this. I know you guys don't know Mary. She's on her way home from work right now. She's got a little square there. Mary and I are partnered together in this. She lives in Fairbanks, Alaska. Look at what you guys, look what Mary sent me. It's a little shot glass that says Fairbanks, Alaska on it. I just got it yesterday, and this is the maiden voyage of it. We're going to use it today. Okay, so this, you just take a shot of it. I keep it by my toothbrush. And the reason why I keep it by my toothbrush is habit stacking. If I leave it there, I will remember to take it every single night. Now, today, of course, I went and grabbed it and I brought it in here by you guys. But you just take a drink of it and you're done. You don't have to mix anything in a smoothie or in your coffee, and remember to use a powder. You just drink it. And you can do up to 2 shots a day if you want to. But the cool thing about this is it's got 10 grams of protein per shot. So this is a 2-ounce shot, so I'm going to fill it halfway. So it looks like this. This is strawberry banana. It also comes in pina colada, but there's 10 grams of protein in here. So there's like a half a chicken breast in this thing. I mean, that's a lot of protein, right? And it also has hyaluronic acid for your joints. So I was talking about joint pain. It's like WD-40 for your joints. So if you just pretend like this is your knee joint, after you get older, you end up more bone on bone. I've got osteoarthritis in my knees, and we end up kind of like creaking and cracking, more pain. People are ending up with more knee replacements and hip replacement. My mom just had a hip replacement last week. Um, this will add more lubrication. So hyaluronic acid is what your synovial fluid consists of, and that's between your joints. So you get more of that smooth mobility and less of that creaky crackingness on the way to the bathroom that's in your ankles in the middle of the night. Or you get up and your back is so it hurts and everything hurts, or everything just as you get older hurts. This adds more lubrication to your joints. That's huge. The next thing that it has is a ton of biotin, 4,500 micrograms, which is more than any other product that I've seen. I truly believe that's what caused my hair to grow back with such gusto. 11 grams of collagen peptides, which is way more than any product that I have seen, along with a great antioxidant blend. There's no carbs in here either for those people that don't like carbohydrates. So all you do is just take a shot of it. And I don't want to slug this in front of you guys, but here you go. Cheers. Okay, I need to take that today anyways. Oh, that's so good. You know why I love it so much? Do you ever have something where I associate it with my hair growing back and my skin feeling so much, having more moisture, that I just love drinking it because I just know what it's doing. You know what I mean? All right, so that's the Glow. Second, we're going to talk about Enrich. Have you ever heard of digestive enzymes that are like, and you're overwhelmed? Digestive enzymes, probiotics, prebiotics. I don't know. I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what to take. I don't know what to start. Take this type of antibiotic, take this lactobacillus acidophilus, all these different things, right? Well, we have everything encapsulated in one perfect capsule. And I'm going to tell you exactly what's in this and exactly what it does. And this is mind blowing. Plus, I'm going to try not to spill this on my computer because I did this one time. Okay, so see this little crappy snack pack pudding here? It's the same type of snack pack that a kid might put in their lunch. And I always get all full of chocolate when I do this. So we'll see how I do today. Um, I'm going to add some digestive enzymes to this and just kind of show you what happens. So this is our Enrich. And in here, there's these little capsules. They look like this. Oh, I just threw it across my computer. All right, they look like this. and I'm going to break it open. Normally you swallow one with a small meal, two with a big meal. Sometimes my husband, if he's really going to go to town on like a giant burger and fries or something, he'll take three, but he's a big guy. I'm going to take this and I'm going to break it open on top of this pudding here, and I will mix it and tell you what's in this thing while I'm mixing it. Okay, so I opened that up. You can see it's in there. Okay, I'm going to stir this. So there's 11 strains of digestive enzymes in here. So as we get older, your body does not make as many as they used to. You have a hard time digesting things. A lot of us are on a lot of medications like Prilosec for heartburn. Maybe you know people who are. And when we're on those types of medications, you don't have the stomach acid to digest things like you used to. You don't absorb your B12 vitamins as well as you used to. So there's a lot of things like that that are impacted. We have more diarrhea, constipation, gas, bloating. Things just don't work the same, especially people that don't have a gallbladder. They struggle as well. So this has enzymes that break down proteins, fats, carbohydrates, gluten digesting enzymes. It has enzymes that digest beans. It has cellulase to break down plant material. I had a girl come to me and say, I can't eat salads. I can't. I go to eat, I turn into a salad shooter myself. So that was huge that now she can eat salads because there's cellulase in here to help break that down. It also has lactase to break down lactose, which is dairy. So if dairy bothers you, it makes you feel bloated, this will help with that. It's got 4 strains of probiotics. And did you know that the type of bacteria you have in your gut determines sometimes whether you're lean and healthy or not so lean and healthy? So when you get overwhelmed looking at all these different probiotics that you could possibly take, we have the 4 best ones. And these ones are ones that help keep you leaner and healthier. Now, they did some studies where they took like a fat mouse and a skinny mouse. They took the intestinal bacteria and the poo, you could say, from the skinny mouse, injected it in the fat mouse, and the fat mouse got thinner. Okay. The bacteria you have in your gut matters. So not only will you have this bacteria in your gut that's super healthy, we have the prebiotics in this capsule that feed them and keep them alive. Because there's people that go buy fancy probiotics and then they throw all sorts of wonderful things at it. They'll throw red wine, McDonald's, Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A, you name it, just a bunch of processed foods at this probiotic that they're taking and it dies because it needs the proper food. We have the prebiotics that are in here to keep those probiotics alive. So I'm just going to show you what this did, and I've been holding on to it for a minute, but this is completely liquefied now, and it kind of turns your stomach into like a mini Vitamix. So everybody says, Becky, is that what's going to come out the other end? Absolutely not. But imagine this being in your stomach instead of chunks of food that's trying to be digested before it enters into your intestines, causing all kinds of gas and bloating. This will enter your intestines a lot smoother, allow you to absorb more of your nutrients, and there will be no gas and no bloat. It is insane how well this works. Okay. So, any questions with that one? It's the most value added. Like if I know of people that have issues and they're like, I don't know, I don't take any supplements, but I got IBS and I'm like, here, I'll give them 6 capsules and I'll say, here, take a couple with your next lunch, take one with dinner, and let me know how you feel. And every one of them comes back and goes, holy crap, give me some of that. Same thing with my gallbladder people. They don't have a gallbladder. They have a hard time digesting things. Boy, this is a world of difference for those people. And I use it as a tool. I keep it on my kitchen island. I have one in my purse, and we go out to eat. My whole family passes it around. There's 90 capsules in here. It's last you forever. This is really amazing stuff, especially as we're getting older and our digestive system doesn't work as well anymore. All right, I'm going to ask Brenda, Sherry, what is one of your favorite products? 'Cause I'll cover
Ooh.
that next. It can't be Enrich and it can't be Glow.
Well, way to go. Well, I love the Mojo. I'm between the coffee and that hot chocolate. I've been alternating them each morning, and I love those two. And the daily health system, I've been loving.
Okay.
Yeah. Right now, those are my 2 favorite. If I can't pick Glow.
You can't because I did it already. Okay, so let's talk Mojo because that's probably it's hard because these are all my number one, but I would say the thing that starts my day every single day is Mojo for sure. If any of you, I highly recommend go out and find Becky Hansen Smith on Facebook. That's me. You will see me every single day making my Mojo. I also every day will maybe every other day, we'll cover another product and what it does and how it can help people. So you can just learn a lot that way. Because Tranont is like 99% of my page. But the Mojo, and it's a packet. This is an instant coffee. This one hasn't been, well, I'll just open it because I'm gonna have to tomorrow anyways. I just got this from, I ran out. This does not happen. And mine's not coming until Saturday. And my husband, of course, half his coworkers and stuff are enrolled because I've taken that place over. And so one of his coworkers, one of the secretaries, she had an extra package. So she gave this to me today. So I just got this to get me through till Saturday. It'll get me through more than Saturday. But this is our Brazilian coffee. It's an instant coffee you just add to hot water. This is our energizing focus blend. And a lot of you, the few of you that introduced yourself, mentioned that energy was an issue. Now, coffee creates like a jitteriness and then a crash. This doesn't do that. I used to drink a pot of coffee a day, and now I drink one Mojo a day, and it lasts the whole day. I'm talking, I come home after work, like do the laundry, I fold it, and I put it away. Like that kind of energy. It has L-theanine for focus, so when you're at work, it helps you focus on what the task at hand. It has things that increase your metabolism, so that kind of just keeps you going. It's got a clean coffee bean, which is mold free, which your coffee, traditional coffee is full of mold. It also has green tea leaf in it, which is like just a cleaner, longer lasting energy. And it increases dopamine and serotonin. So it's got something called PEA in it, and it releases GABA, increases dopamine, serotonin, makes you feel all happy. So it's like my happy coffee. So not only does it give you energy, it just puts you in a really good mood as well. This doesn't just come in a Brazilian coffee. It also comes in rich chocolate. And did you just say, Debbie, that or Brenda, that you like the
Yeah, I
chocolate?
alternate. I'll have the coffee one morning and the cocoa the next. And I even add a little bit of my sugar-free sweetener into it,
Hmm.
a little bit of caramel macchiato
Ooh, yummy.
flavor. It
Hmm.
is amazing. It's like I'm having a blizzard.
Oh, it's so it is so good. The girl I was talking to today, she buys those Premier protein shakes, those pre-made ones. She puts
Hmm.
her Mojo in there. Like she'll put her coffee one in the chocolate, make like a chocolate mocha, or she puts the chocolate in the chocolate. I'm like, that's a lot of chocolate. I'm not that much of a chocolate person. I think the rich chocolate's too chocolatey, but people love the chocolate cocoa. It is delicious.
It is. It's awesome. I love
Maybe
it.
put it in your favorite milk and it's extra super creamy too. So yes, Mojo in the morning, major energy. That's awesome. Now I'm going to jump right into Zest after this because if you don't like hot cocoa and you don't like coffee, our Zest is a nootropic. It's the same thing, but it's lemonade. So we have strawberry watermelon, and roasted peach. I think I have both of those in here. Yeah. And I threw away my packages and bought these little things on Amazon because they just look nice on my counter. But yes, this does the same thing. You just drink it with icy cold water. So that's our Zest. So ice cold lemonade, hot coffee, or hot cocoa. Those are amazing for energy. And every single day, I can't go a day without. That's why I had to harass someone at my husband's work to get an extra package of these because I thought I had a ton, and in my last order, I'm like, oh no, I don't have as much as I thought I did. Panic. Okay, the next one that Brenda mentioned was the daily health system. So let's talk about metabolic health here for just a second. Metabolic health is five things. And if you haven't heard about metabolic health, you will. I know so many people that come at me like, Becky, I can't lose weight. I can't sleep. I feel like crap. I'm getting older. I get that. Let's talk about metabolic syndrome. This is the five things that you're pretty much tested for when you go to the doctor's office every year. So if you have two or more of these, you have metabolic syndrome. Okay, ready? The first one is having a fasting blood glucose or blood sugar of greater than 100. Okay. The next one is having a blood pressure greater than 135 over 85. The next one is having a waist circumference of greater than 35 as a female or greater than 40 as a male. And when you take 35 inches and you wrap it around a waist, suddenly 35 inches isn't so much anymore. It's just, it's like, oh, how can that be 35 inches? So that's the waist circumference. Having a fasting triglyceride greater than 150 and having a HDL, which is your good cholesterol, less than 50. If you have two or more of those, that's metabolic syndrome. And that is a huge issue we're having in the United States today is that people's metabolic health is just really, really poor. And when people come and say they can't lose weight, I wonder what their metabolic situation is in their body. because until your metabolic health is in line, your body's probably not going to release weight very easily. Okay. So we have a system in place to help tackle all five of those. It's called the daily health system. So I'm going to cover those two things, what they do. And I have them right over here. I got like a pile of stuff next to me here. Um, our daily health system includes two different things. And we're going to talk about the small one first. So this is it's called Transform. This released October of 23, and we sold out 1.5 million bottles in 90 minutes. And what this does, it converts sugar to fiber in your gut. So let's say you're eating a big old plate of fettuccine Alfredo, and your body breaks it down into little simple sugars. All that pasta is going to be broken down into little simple sugars called glucose molecules. This is a sugar converting enzyme that actually links those sugars together into what's called an alpha glucan fiber. This is biochemistry, Becky geeking out into this fiber that is too big to be absorbed through your intestines. But it's the perfect soluble fiber for your intestines, which adds more fiber to your diet. And we all know we need more fiber. So now we're taking the sugar we don't want to get into our bloodstream and turning it into something useful, which also acts as a good food for those good probiotics. So we're winning left and right here with this thing. And this was in studies with Harvard for 10 years, and we have proprietary rights to this particular enzyme. It also has grains of paradise, which is a mild thermogenic that increases your metabolism as well. I thought this was like hokey. So I called my doctor, same one that gave me that glow, and I said, "Hey, Lynn," that's her name. I call her by the first name, even though she's like an MD. And I said, can you please order me one of those continuous glucose monitors, please? And she said, sure. So she sent it into the pharmacy, and I wore this on my arm. And that was the second picture that I'll pull back up in a little while. So it stays on your arm. It tests your blood sugar every minute for 2 weeks. Talk about cool, right? It goes on your phone, so you can see your blood sugar in real time. But it's really creepy having a needle in your arm for 2 weeks. That was something I think about often. I'm like, don't touch my arm. Um, so I wore that for 2 weeks, and it was insane because I would do the same meal one day and then the same meals one day and the same meals the next day, but I took Transform the second day. So I wanted to see what my blood sugars were with and without the Transform. And the big difference that I noticed was in my, like how I felt mentally. So like you didn't have those like big peaks after you eat and then you crash and you're tired, you're yawning and you're looking for a coffee or Snickers. You know what I'm saying? It kept more of this steady energy throughout the day. So I noticed that more than anything else. But when I saw what happened on the continuous glucose monitor, I couldn't believe it. I wasn't going from 250 down to 50, back up to 200, down to 75, like back and forth and back and forth. It was a smaller blip. So you're not absorbing as much of that sugar. About they say 50 to 90%, depends on how much sugar you're eating, obviously, or if you're going to sit and eat 15 peanut butter cups, it's probably not going to do the same as it would with a pile of pasta. Probably do better with the pasta. So that is the Transform. So that gets rid of one piece of our metabolic health, right? The next one was released a couple months later and it became part of our daily health system. And this is our GLP-1 drink. It's called Activate. This increases our body's own GLP-1. So if you've heard of the commercials for Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, Zepbound, all of those are injections that increase our GLP-1. Shuts off food noise, so you don't think about food. How wonderful is that? And then it delays gastric emptying, so it makes you feel full faster and it makes you feel full longer, right? But that comes sometimes with a huge price tag if you don't have a doctor's if your insurance won't cover it. And it also has some undesirable side effects in some people, and we don't know the long-term effects of it, right? They're very powerful. They work very well. If you've known people that have taken them, they've lost a lot of weight. But it's not for everybody. Not everybody has access to it. So this is plant-based and increases your body's GLP-1, but that's not all it does. Okay, so that's fun in itself. Number two, it increases something called AMPK. It's adenosine monophosphate kinase. Don't write that down. It's an enzyme found in your visceral fat cells, especially, and all of your fat cells. And when we can flip the switch to turn that enzyme on, it will help decrease the amount of fat that's being stored. Now, if you think I'm crazy, go out to Google Scholar, anywhere else you want to find some peer-reviewed journal articles on the AMPK enzyme and the plants that increase that, that is what we have in here, and you'll see some really, really good articles on how that's helping. It can also help with the triglyceride HDL situation that we have going on too, because you're helping burn some of those fats and decreasing the amount of sugars with the transform. The last thing that it does has L-arginine to increase nitric oxide and decrease your blood pressure. So now we got our blood pressure under control. So all 5 pieces of metabolic health are being covered in this system. And when we're adding less sugar and getting our metabolic health in line, the weight will start to come off. This also has methylated B12 and folate. So those people that have MTHFR gene mutations, this is something they can take. And you'd be surprised how many of those people come out of the woodwork. I probably know at least 6 people that have said, "Oh, I have that." So it's very interesting. Do you guys have any idea how many calories are in one glass of this? Does anybody want to take a guess?
10.
10. It is 10. Isn't that crazy? How can something this delicious? It's citrus hibiscus. It is so good. My husband's obsessed with it. It is the most refreshing, amazing drink. Um, it's got natural sweeteners in it. It's got like I hate stevia, but this has a stevia extract in it that doesn't leave a stevia aftertaste. Like I despise stevia and anything else. Anything that of our products that has it does not give me an aftertaste. They use a certain type of extract of it. But anyways, amazing daily health system. Any questions on that one? I think we're getting close to everything that I have here. Oh, you know what I'll add? Are you ladies that have this already? Are you adding this Glow M to your Activate?
I have.
Isn't it good?
Yeah, it's definitely a good flavor. I have done that.
It tastes like a fruit snack. It is
Mhm.
it's delicious, delicious. So I recommend mixing this in. So this is our Glow M. This is also a collagen. It is a smaller peptide fragment, and it's actually made from fish. Does not taste like fish, I promise. You don't taste fish at all. But this one is a very good for anti-aging and wrinkles. So where the big bottle, this bottle of Glow, I think is better for your joints and your building blocks of your body, recovery for muscles, hair growth, that kind of thing. This one's more beauty. This one's more heavy hitter, health and healing, I guess you could say. What am I missing, ladies? Did I miss anything?
I think you've done it all.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was good. Okay, let's go back and talk a few things that I'll open the floor for some questions here. Um, just because
Hey,
I just want,
Becky,
yep, please
did you
go.
do Quench? Did I miss Quench?
Oh, huh, the Quench right here. I'm drinking it right now. Quench, very good. I don't have, here's the deal. I ran out of Quench too. I'm a mess. I ran out of Quench and my Quench is coming on Saturday. I borrowed a packet from a friend to use as a demonstration in my lives earlier, and it's in here. So I'm drinking it. So Quench is our electrolyte packet. It's very similar to these other packets that I'm showing you. It comes in a packet like this. It's got sodium, potassium, and magnesium. Also has the methylated B12, and it has all natural flavors and no artificial colors. And it's so much better for you than Gatorade. Does the same thing, but it's got more in it, and it's better for you. And what else was I gonna say about it? I think that's about it. Oh, it's cheaper. That's what I was gonna say. It's cheaper than the other electrolyte packets that you find, but it's much better for you. And I'm drinking it right now because I've been talking for 2 hours straight. So that's what you guys are seeing me drink here.
You know, Becky, you bring up a good point when you talk about the quench or this quench being cheaper than like Gatorade. The
Mhm.
same thing with the Mojo and stuff. When you think about what people are spending on a cup of coffee
Yeah.
at I can't even think of their names right now.
Starbucks, Dunkin'.
Starbucks and that, all those. It this is like $2 to have a day to
Yeah.
have this Mojo, and you only need one.
Yep.
Because it's that all day long energy.
Mhm.
Yeah. So just
Yeah.
a quick point.
No, that's
And
awesome.
and
I
I
agree.
have to say, I used to always use the liquid IV, and I'm switching to the Quench.
Yes. Yep. It's a better
But
product than Liquid IV
yeah,
and it's cheaper.
and I had a subscription to it and was getting all these fancy flavors and stuff, and I'm like, no. So I'm done with my subscription with that, and I'm going to start that the Quench with Tranont. So
I'm gonna be honest here for a second. My kids are in a ton of sports and we have liquid IV and like sometimes they'll go to a event and they'll give them packets of it. Like if it's hot out, they'll be handing them out, whatever. I was all out of Quench, and I had a strawberry liquid IV. It was really delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I felt so dirty drinking it. I'm like, I'm cheating on my Quench, but it was it was really delicious. But anyways, we have Sunset Punch and Citrus Twist. I like, no, this is the Citrus Twist. The punch one has like a reddish tinge to it, but this one, the citrus one, I really like with fresh lime and lemon wedges in it. It's really delicious. Um, all right, so when it comes to the hair loss, you can see I have this picture up here again. This is my continuous glucose monitor results. You can see it here stuck to the side of my arm. And then the same meals I had on January 18th as I did January 19th, and you can see the difference. So I felt it more than what I could see here, but I was still pretty impressed. But the fact that it actually worked, because I was very skeptical too, right? All right, so we covered all the products. They're completely amazing. Everything is not purchased. Everything is made by our scientific advisory board team. So things are made in-house. We do not white label, which is what a lot of other companies do. They'll just buy something from someone else and they'll slap their label on it. Everything we have developed. And our scientific advisory board is second to none. It's absolutely amazing. Um, and we get a lot of training from them on how things work and what they are. And they take matters very seriously and they're always cutting edge. Whatever the next thing is going to be, they're ahead of it. It's like they know what's coming. When we just started that GLP-1 space started going, they were right on top of it, developing a GLP-1. They knew hydration hacking is huge with all of these electrolyte drinks. They're on top of it. They're developing it. So we're cutting edge and everything we have is proprietary. That's the word that I was looking for. Oh, it's been a long day. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about the fact that you have a choice if you want to get your hands on these products, which you do, because who wouldn't? I know I do. So you can purchase as a customer or you could order as an associate. You have a choice. If you order as a customer, fantastic. Whoever you'd be ordering from, whether it be Debbie or Sherry or Ruth or whoever invited you here, they would get a commission. They would get $7 to $10 per product commission, and that's fantastic. Thank you very much. Or if you ordered as an associate, the really cool thing is you get a discount for the rest of your life. Right now, enrollment is free with our builder bundle. Free. Free enrollment is normally $99. This is free till it's a Black Friday special through the 24th. You get a free bottle of Glow when you enroll, which is the big liquid bottle, my favorite, what got me here. And you get a bundle of products that is all discounted as well. It's a $200 savings. So in this bundle, you would get a bottle of Glow, you get a daily health system, you get a whole package of the Glow M that tastes like a fruit snack. You get a package of Zest, which is our nootropic lemonade. You get a package of Mojo. You can choose. Do you want chocolate or do you want the coffee? It's totally up to you. You get a canister of Enrich, and you get a thing of Quench. Did I say Quench twice? I don't know. All of that, okay, in an enrollment bundle, which is amazing. So having the enrollment bundle does not tie you to having to do anything, but here's the cool thing about it. Like I said, you get the discount forever. You get to hang out with us cool people. You can invite people to Zooms like this. Mary and I love doing these. Mary's in Alaska. Her time zone's a little bit different. She's hanging out listening to us right now, but she is amazing at doing things like this too. Um, so we do these Zoom overviews and you just invite people and we teach you about the products over and over again. We talk about how amazing this opportunity is, and then people join and then they share with people. So it becomes a really awesome community that we have here of helping people feel amazing. But there's no risk to this because you don't have to buy a certain amount of stuff. You don't have to sell anything. You don't have to, but you can. And that's what's really, really cool. We have proven systems in place here that work. For example, Tuesday and Thursday mornings, I do 5 a.m. Mojo mornings, and I have a whole pile of people that Sherry's come to one. Um, and I teach people more about Facebook, how to make a reel, a story, how to where to find and how to post before and after pictures on your social media, how to reach out to people, what to say when you want to invite them to look at what you have your hands on. I do trainings on those at 5 a.m. on Tuesday and Thursday mornings. And it's Mojo morning. It's awesome. You roll out of bed, make your Mojo, and we learn for about 45 minutes and then we're done. It's like our little work time. So we have proven systems in place to get you there. Um, again, you can always make customer commissions if you want to. You don't have to, but if somebody were to say, I want that daily house system, you can be like, here, I'll text you my link. You get a free link. And a team bonus, when you get people to join your team by buying an enrollment bundle like this, you can make a pretty awesome team bonus. So this is my family that I'm going to give you as an example. This is me, Becky at the top, and my husband Chad. He doesn't know anything about Tranont. He just drinks the Activate like it's going out of style. My daughter Emma, she's 21. She doesn't do anything with the business either. I'm getting back to that. And my sister-in-law Kelly, she's like, sign me up. I'm so excited. She found some people and she found some people that found people that found people. Now my husband over here, I just enrolled him after I enrolled. Once you have at least two people, it unlocks team bonuses. We call it our Jade bonus, and I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. Once you have two associates and some volume, you end up getting a rank. You always get customer commissions if anybody buys from you, though. So my husband has my mom, he's got my coworker Kim, and he's got my friend Patty. And then we found people for each of them too. So everybody keeps finding their three. Three is the magic number. My daughter Emma has my girlfriend Jill. My boss, my dean, actually at the campus I work at, is one of her associates. And then other people find other associates. So all of that group volume together gives you a team bonus. But we all kind of work together to grow together. This is my son Justin. I just added him. He's 18. So this is our old compensation plan actually. Let me find the new one. Here we go. Here we go. It's on the next slide. So I'm just going to show you the first line just to give you an example. So our first rank of Jade would be having 100 personal volume. Personal volume comes from customers and it comes from your purchases together. You could just have customers buy without you ever buying anything, but you kind of need to be a product of the product, right? At least use a few things. PSA is two personally sponsored associates. Okay. So when Mary comes on, she finds her friend Marion and her friend Patty. Okay. Those would be her first two associates. Once Mary and her first two associates all together have 1,300 volume, and it's not just Mary and her two associates, it's her associates and her associates customers. It's all of the volume. It all adds together in a group. When it gets to 1,300, you get a $250 bonus on top of your other bonuses and a $350 Jeep bonus. So the Jeep bonuses are kind of fun. I just picked up my Jeep last week. I put it off for a whole year because we have way too many cars, so we have way too many kids. But I'm a Sapphire down here, so I get the $500 payment. I went and found a Jeep that was a $500 a month lease, and Tranont gives me $500 a month. So I have a free car in the driveway. Mary, and I don't know if she's still driving around right now, she has a Jeep Wrangler, and she receives a Jeep payment as well. So it's very easy to get at the first rank. Most places, you guys, it's the only top 1% of the company gets a car payment. We get the first rank, it has to be a Jeep. Um, it has to be, there's like certain things like when you start the Jeep program, a regular like Jeep, mine's a Jeep Grand Cherokee. A Jeep Grand Cherokee would be like 3 years or newer, and a Wrangler can be 5 years or newer. If you already own a Jeep, lease a Jeep, whatever, you prove that you own that Jeep. When you hit that rank, they'll send you an extra check. That is the coolest thing. It is so cool. So those are how our different ranks work for team bonuses. You don't have
What if
to
we
use.
have like 10 Jeeps in our yard? Or
You
each?
can have you can have a Jeep and your husband can have a Jeep. So you can have
Yeah.
two Jeeps
Kids.
per household.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Brenda Danaski just got a Jeep too. So she's getting a Jeep payment as well.
Yeah, we love Jeeps. Yep.
Yep. So that is a really fun thing. My husband does not like Jeep at all. He's a Ford
What?
guy. Ford, and then my other car's a Honda Pilot. We kept my Honda Pilot. My 16-year-old will drive it. But it is very different going from a Honda Pilot to a Jeep Cherokee, like a Jeep Grand Cherokee. The quality is different in my opinion, but it's a free Jeep and we needed another car. So here we are. I got my Jeep Grand Cherokee and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's all black. It's a hybrid. It's limited. It's great. I'm not complaining. But yes, you do get that. So we have all of these different ranks, and as you get three people, you only need three people for all the rest of these ranks. And whatever the group volume is for you, your customers, them, their customers, all added together in a big tank. Okay, there's never loss of volume. You don't have to have so many leaders in your organization, whatever. It's just all of the volume together. When you get to that volume, you get the paycheck that's listed for the monthly bonus here. So that is really cool. I have never seen anything like this. This doesn't exist anywhere. Like you can't even compare it to anywhere. Let me tell you. We also have a builder bonus called the 6 and 2. So once you find two people, okay, two friends. I mean, my husband and my daughter, I found them right away. Two associates and 6 customers, you will get an additional $400 on top of enrollment bonuses because you get paid every time they enroll as well. So there's so many piles of money that just kind of keep coming in. So it's really, really neat. Here's the Jeep. This is the same Jeep I have. Mine's black, but this is what you would get: 350 for Jade and Opal, 500 for Pearl and above. This is kind of a fun story. So this little lady up here is my mother. She is 75. She just had a hip replacement last week, and she got in a car accident. She's fine. And the hip has nothing to do with that. She got in a car accident. It did total her car and she needed a new car. And she was looking around for an SUV. I said, Mom, why don't you just get the Jeep Grand Cherokee? Because I have put enough people under her, because once you get more than 2 or 3 people, you start stacking people under people. So that's fun. You can just put them anywhere you want them. You can't move them more than once, though. You got one chance. And I've built enough people underneath her that she gets a Jeep payment every month. So with the money that she got from her other car, putting it down in the Jeep, she gets between 350. She's gotten a $500 payment a couple times. It covers the car payment that she has. So she's all excited about her free Jeep here. And these are magnets because she's also dabbles in real estate still. So she put them on a white magnet so that she can take them off and put them back on in case she has to show a house because she thinks it's weird showing a house with another company in her car. She's cute like that. This down here is Sonara's mom. Her name's Connie. She is 80-ish, I think, and she is a sapphire. And so she gets $4,500 a month for doing nothing. Sonara, her mom, is our red diamond leader, built people underneath her. She gets $500 a month for her Jeep Compass here, and she gets $4,500 a month, which is not bad to add on to that retirement Social Security income that she's got. So it's been such a blessing for me to help give back to my mom in this capacity as well. She uses the glow and she takes Enrich, of course. So that's her. She's the sweetest thing. She's the one that those you guys that I was talking to, she had a hip replacement last week. This is Sonara. She's our red diamond. She makes $60,000 a month. These is her husband, her son Dylan, and her son Daniel. They go to UW-Madison in Wisconsin here. Patrick's, because she added people underneath, he's a diamond. He makes 17,000 a month. She gets 60,000. Dylan gets 17,000 and he's got a Jeep bonus. And Daniel makes 8,500 as an emerald and gets a $500 Jeep bonus. Grand total, their family of 4 is bringing $103,500 a month. Sonara's been doing this for 2 years. So it's just crazy to think of what's going on with people and how much money they're making. And what she's doing is not hard. I mean, I'm doing the same thing she's doing. Not there yet, but we're just sharing and helping people, to be honest. So these enrollment bundles we have here are not even a thing right now. Well, yes, it is. This bundle right here is the builder bundle, the one on the right. With this bundle, it's going to be discounted and you get a free bottle of glow of your choice, the Glow M or the original glow. I recommend the original glow. And you also get enrollment for free. So it's $200 off this entire bundle through the 24th. So that's why we really showcased those.
And
those
so
products.
what is that total then, or what's the
$399, I think, for all of it. And that gets you the associate link too and a full website. I think. Let me make sure I'm not lying to you.
Yeah, it's $399.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is.
It is. That's a great deal. That's a lot of product in there.
is that like so like the enrich, and so that would be like a full canister of that then too, and the
Yep.
full one of like the glow one you were okay.
Yep. So the daily health system's normally 155.
Yeah.
Enrich, I think, is 55 or 60-ish.
What about that transform? Is that with that too? Is that separate?
That is in the daily health system. You'd get it in this box.
You would. Okay.
Yeah, this little black box, probably super tiny for you guys. Oh, it looks like this one. It's blown up right here. This right here on the left, these two products, those are in the starter pack. And that right now only costs a little bit less than all of this. Like somebody who would just be getting this, I would feel sad. Like I think this bundle is only like a little bit more money and you get all of this.
You get all of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's the special right now. I'm gonna stop
Okay.
this here so you can see me a little better. Um, I was just trying to find the picture of it just to verify that I'm not missing anything, but I do think it's $3.99.
It
Yeah,
is.
yeah, it was $3.99. But yeah, you get the big Glow M. There's 30 packets in there that lasts a while. And you know what I do to conserve my Glow M? In my daily health, in my Activate, I put a half a pack of the Glow M in there. It still makes it taste like a fruit snack because I'm like drinking so much of this original Glow that I'm fine with just a half a packet of the stuff that's in the blue package that tastes like white grape. I just add a half a pack of that to my Activate. You can add a whole packet. I think my husband does. I haven't been paying attention to what he's doing. But there's 30 packs in there, and if you added a half a pack to your Activate, you could make that last 2 months, to be honest.
Okay.
The Enrich would last quite a while,
Mhm.
depending on how many big meals you eat. Quench, I use when I'm either really thirsty or working out. Zest, Mojo. Yeah, there's a lot there. And you can pick out your favorites and
No,
go ahead.
I
What's that?
a question mark. I don't remember.
You're kind of breaking up a little bit.
Is there something called a balance or something?
Mhm.
Is there like a balance? Is there something balance? Is there something called balance?
There is.
Okay. I put a question mark by that. I don't know where I saw that before, but okay.
Balance is like our multivitamin. It's got the methylated B12 and
Oh, okay.
folate.
Okay.
Um, my mom's taking this every day. For various reasons, I use a different multivitamin from my that my doctor recommended because of the disease issues that I have. But that is,
Mhm.
it's a solid multivitamin, but it does not have vitamin D in it. So I always recommend our additional vitamin D type of supplement, especially if you live up north where it's super cold and you're inside all winter like we are in Wisconsin or Marion, Alaska. Um,
Mhm.
to add a vitamin D supplement for sure. We do have one called Support as well. So that would be the vitamin D. Um,
Okay.
but that's balance. Any other ones that you guys want me to cover? Is anybody flipping through the website wondering what else is there? We have Relax. Caitlin, can you grab me a Relax out of the cupboard right there? It's the little squirt bottle. Straight ahead. Up. The little tiny, yeah. So Relax is part of our CBD line. We have a few things, and I think a lot of people kind of shy away from CBD because they associate it with like marijuana or something like that. This is from the hemp plant. So they pretty much take the hemp plant and they squeeze it like fresh squeezed orange juice. They put it through cold layer chromatography where they pull out any impurities or THC that would be there, even though it's not really a plant that would have that. It actually states right on here, no THC. It's not psychoactive. Relax is great for sleep and anxiety. It helps work on the endocannabinoid receptors within your body and kind of bring everything into balance. And I couldn't believe the first time I took this, I slept like 10 hours straight. And my husband woke me up. He's like, "Are you going to get up?" I was like, "Holy cats." I couldn't believe I slept as long as I did. But this comes in cinnamon and mint. I like the cinnamon better. There is one called Soothe in there too. That one's really good for pain. That's also a CBD. If you have people with like back pain, things like that. And then we have two topicals. One is like a muscle rub, and the other one is a gel, which is really good for sunburns and stuff. But CBD is a newer world for me. It was something I always shied away from because it always sounded like something like people that smoked marijuana would deal with. But now I'm learning more about the endocannabinoid system in our body and how bringing that in balance and harmony by using a cannabinoid to work on those the endocannabinoid system really helps keep the body nice and calm. So it's been absolutely amazing. So Relax, you just put a couple drops under your tongue, and it's delish. So that is highly recommended if you know people that can't sleep or have anxiety. That one's amazing. Another one that I don't have in front of me that my daughter walked away, so I can't have her be my go-go gadget arms to go get it out of the cupboard. Renew. So Renew is the world's strongest form of vitamin E. The only thing I remember about vitamin E growing up was those little capsules that my mom, you could like pop them open and put them on your skin, those vitamin E capsules. Well, this was discovered by a guy named Dr. Barry Tan, and he discovered it in South America and from the annatto plant. And this is such a powerful antioxidant, and it works magic in ways that you can't even imagine. He wrote a book called the Vitamin E book, and I bought this book. It's on Amazon, and he's also on our scientific advisory board. But the biggest impact that I've seen from this, hot flashes and night sweats, gone gone. Like every single woman that I've recommended this to no longer wake up in a puddle of sweat. And I tell you what, being the age, I'm pushing 50 and I would wake up in a puddle of sweat. Like your shirt stuck to you is just disgusting. You can't fall back asleep. That gone. Hot flashes gone. It is the most amazing, like most amazing thing for perimenopause. They also give it to people in China to prevent dementia. And there's a bunch of different things in this book that talk about like prevention of cancer and all sorts of things too. Of course, we don't make any claims to cure, heal, or treat anything. We're just merely a supportive measure. So don't ever tell anybody we can cure you. No, we don't make those claims. But Renew, that is one I will not go without. That is amazing. So I don't know. I think we've probably covered almost more products than I've ever covered in one Zoom here. Anything else? Anything else you guys have seen out there that are curious?
What do you guys do for like eating? Do you kind of change your eating habits a little bit, kind of exercise habits?
Okay, you were kind of breaking up. I think you said, what do we do in the evening? Do we change our exercise or eating habits? Was that the question?
Oh, sorry. I know. Sorry.
What's that?
No. Is there any kind of eating like differences you've done or exercise? Eating, sorry, I know my internet here. Eating or exercise things that you do different.
Me personally,
Oh, did I cut out again?
No, that's okay. Normally, I just follow a pretty clean, good diet right now because I've have this Hashimoto's antibodies. I'm trying to get
Sorry.
down.
That's okay.
No, that's I am doing the carnivore diet right now just to help with Hashimoto's, but that's temporary. But as far as people, I would say just a normal healthy lifestyle with exercise and diet. Any other questions on anything?
Yeah.
Otherwise, we are at exactly an hour. That's pretty impressive.
Good job.
Oh, thanks. Oh, I do have one more product sitting next to me. Have you guys seen Fortify on the website?
Yes, I've seen it.
Okay. It's a huge pack. It's a package of 30 of them. And it's got the world's most concentrated form of vitamin C from the acerola cherry. That's like a really strong form of it. So much better than regular ascorbic acid. It's a little packet like this. It's got elderberry in it too. So vitamin C from acerola cherry, elderberry, zinc, D-ribose. I took this every single day last year. I'm the only one in my household that didn't get COVID or influenza. Everybody else did. I can't say that it was definitely this, but I think this is amazing for helping keeping your immune system good through the winter. I throw this in with my Activate and my Glow M. Just kind of toss a packet in there. Um, and I think those are the main ingredients that are in there. Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's pretty cheap. Probably the cheapest thing we have on our website, to be honest. But yeah, acerola cherry, elderberry, zinc, D-ribose, all those good things. That's Fortify. If there are those of you that haven't tried that yet, I recommend adding one, especially as we get into cold and flu season, which is like now. So, any other questions? I was gonna say otherwise, Brenda and Sherry, you guys can add me and Mary into a 3 or 4-way chat with anybody so that you guys could, if you have further questions tonight or whatever, you can just ask. Or if you think of something else a little bit later.
All right. Thank you,
Sounds
Becky.
Sounds good. All
Yeah.
right.
Thank you.
Thanks,
That was
girls, for
great.
showing up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Better
Thanks,
show your
guys.
face next time, Sherry.
I don't know how to
Bye,
show my
guys.
face. I don't know what's wrong. Brenda,
Well,
how did you do it? Brenda Matson.
Pretty.
You know what? I don't know, and I wish I wouldn't have.
Because you're on your phone, right?
Look at this. Yeah, I'm